Thanks to Ashtik Rakamova, we can now imagine what would have happened if Donkey had been humanized by the potion instead. He might not be the spitting image of Eddie Murphy, but somehow this transformation makes total sense regardless.
He's got a cool medal, which is only the top 10% of the college, which is really cool, so we're very, very proud of him.
Look, you got a little stuffed animal of him.
Yeah!
Spitting image.
It's spitting.
Like what you graduated. What was your degree?
Computer science.
Computer science. So he's kind of a nerd. And he's going to make cool apps and iPhone stuff. Maybe.
Ooh, close though. I actually did kind of better than I thought I would.
You know, I tried my best, and that's all that matters.
Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. Spitting image. Looks exactly like him. I'm proud of this.
I should have given his eyes a little bit more character, but yeah, I think it still looks like a Pikachu.
Stargazer and his captain's yacht. There he learned that Data painted two versions of this painting, and the woman in the painting is actually the spitting image of Daj. What's more, the painting is called Daughter. Now this brings to mind the Next Gen Season 3 episode The Offspring, in which Data attempts to create an android daughter based on his own neural network, who tragically dies by the end of the episode. Daj uses hacking skills she didn't even realize that she had to track down Picard once more, who gives her news that she wasn't ready for, that she's somehow
You were the spitting image of your father. What if every time we locked eyes, I saw him? Every time I see myself, I know what you were supposed to look like. You were supposed to have my smile. You were supposed to be the spitting image of your mother. Because you were going to teach me to love myself.
His quarterback turned Fox Sports analyst Troy Aikman has also attracted online attention for the most unlikely resemblance. You might not guess it at first, but Aikman seems to be the spitting image of a white Jay-Z. Maybe a hat will help. Here's a side-by-side to help you visualize the unlikely pairing. And here's Aikman chilling out with Bay. Let's hope they release a sports rap album in the future. Kung Fu Panda is one of the most popular animated series to come from DreamWorks in the past decade, and Jack Black's electric performance as the sheepish panda turned dragon warrior makes it all the more entertaining. According to Ashtik's interpretation of the Kung Fu hero, Human Po isn't exactly a spitting image of Jack Black. Nevertheless, the resemblance to the original character is so uncanny, it's as if Po has unzipped his fur, and this overweight bald dude just stepped right out.
Young and very old. And there were people from all walks of life on that plane. I watched a man shuffling up the aisle of the plane in his shackles, gray hair. Right behind him was a much younger man, the spitting image of him, so obviously his son.
Now we're back to Russia again, the prime location of royal wannabes and scammers for an even weirder story. Catherine the Great is one of Russia's best-known rulers and its longest ever ruling female leader, but she was almost usurped by a cunning look-alike. Well, kind of. Peter III was the emperor of Russia preceding Catherine before he was deposed. He was a pretty unpopular guy, and there were various conspiracies over his death. Some said his own wife, that's Catherine herself who went on to succeed him, led an uprising against him that resulted in his assassination. Others said he had a drunken fight with his brother while he was captured by uprisers and died that way, suffered a cruel betrayal by those closest to him. The mysterious circumstances surrounding his death provided the perfect opportunity to claim that he'd never died at all. A former Russian soldier called Yemelyan Pugachev had the blessing and the curse of being the spitting image of Peter. One day he presumably decided, what the hell, might as well see where using the identity of the former ruler could take me, and that's what he did. Turned out it would take him pretty far because of plenty of people that got behind Yemelyan, and it resulted in a huge peasant uprising, one of the biggest in Russian history.
His name was Joseph Merrick. He was talented, intelligent, but he also had a debilitating disease that earned him the cruel nickname Elephant Man. Also, he kinda got the Elephant Man nickname from his mother. Here's Joseph Merrick's sad story. Born on August 5, 1862 in Leicester, England, Joseph Carey Merrick was the spitting image of health as a baby. Shortly before he turned 2, however, abnormalities began to appear. The formerly flawless baby now had a bony growth forming on his forehead, a tumor protruding from his upper lip, and discolored, lumpy skin. Unfortunately, it was only the beginning. The limbs on Merrick's right side became disproportionately large, far outgrowing his left arm and leg. He couldn't stand upright because of how curved his spine was. And to make matters worse, a childhood hip injury rendered him permanently lame. Over time, he also developed foul-smelling warts. Measurements taken when Merrick was in his early 20s showed that one of his fingers had a 5-inch circumference, while his right wrist measured in at a 12-inch circumference. His head measured 3 feet around and was so heavy that his body couldn't accommodate it. In 1890, Merrick died when he decided to lie down to sleep as opposed to his usual position of leaning forward with his head on his knees.
Well, that's how he sleeps.